Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Zagard Test Extreme. It is I, your friend, the one, the only, Zagard, and I am joined together today with the Mythology Guy and Claire, as usual. And we just saw WanadaVision, right?
Yep, the whole thing. We got an advanced screening.
Yeah.
Every episode done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
The butler did it.
Yeah.
We asked Wanda to show us every single episode, and she did it. She's we're friends. We've known each other since time.
You know, like Elizabeth Olsen, you know.
Yeah, I know
like,
Elizabeth Olsen.
Her sisters don't like me because they found out I was dating both of them at the same time, as I clearly have the potential to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was a great, it was a great story in the sitcom.
But seriously, only the first 2 episodes are out right now, and
you ruined it.
well, we had to eventually get into it, otherwise we'd just be here.
But I was going to keep this going for like 4 hours.
We wouldn't even do this for 4 hours. You have to be home in like. What time is it?
Shan, the things I will do for a prank.
Yeah. Don't underestimate
have to
him.
commit.
Anyways, so we saw the first 2 episodes that just aired at 12 o'clock last night. Technically this morning, but we're not going to go over that. We're not scientists. What happened in these episodes? That's the big question.
It's sitcom tomfoolery.
So what happened in these episodes? Well, first the screen comes up and you see Disney Plus, and thing goes over to the plus and goes, and then suddenly you start hearing the Marvel theme and a bunch of comic What you asked?
I didn't ask. He asked.
Anyways, so what I meant was, so the episode starts like it's not I Dream of Jeannie. What was the one I meant?
It's Bewitched.
Not that. No, the first intro.
I Love Lucy
was more like I Love Lucy. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're talking about the intro and how
it starts with like an I Love Lucy intro, but with Vision and Wanda.
And then he carries her into the house.
And
right?
then they do the whole like wedding dance.
It's a 40s style black and white for anyone who doesn't know.
Oh, you were gonna mention the whole like him.
Well, yeah, he tries to take her to the house, and then he goes through the door and she falls. It's really funny, like tongue-in-cheek.
So the first episode, these first 2 episodes, they're more just kind of sitcom, which is nice. I like those, but I was kind of hoping more of like just the first episode to be like that, and then
you wanted the plot to get started.
Yeah, there wasn't much. I mean, in the second episode, there was like this inclination that something's weird is going on.
Well, there's a little bit of that in both episodes, but yeah,
second
episode gets more into it.
Yeah, literally the first episode is mostly just a sitcom about him having to please his boss or he'll lose his job, and her not knowing what.
And we don't know what his job is.
Yeah,
it's like, what exactly do we do here? He says, look, it doesn't matter what we do here. What matters is you're doing very well.
You brought us up 300%.
Yeah, he's Chandler Bing. He's freaking Barney Stinson.
Yeah, they're good at their job. They don't know what they're doing in the job.
Now I just wish when he'd asked what we do here, the guy just went, please.
They wouldn't have done that.
They wouldn't have done that.
So far, I liked the first episode. It was fun. I would watch a show like this, but I was kind of hoping a little
plot.
Yeah, a little more plot, a little less just sitcom.
Yeah, but like as someone who's watched a lot of 40s sitcoms growing up, I found it really charming and very for me it was very nostalgic. I don't know if you guys felt that.
Yeah, it was pretty nostalgic.
I only really watched I Love Lucy. I wasn't that into the older stuff, but I get it.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I watched a lot of Bewitched and I Love Lucy, and then I got into I Dream of Jeannie, and this has vibes from all 3 of those shows.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they were going for.
Yeah, it's really obvious. I think the first one was, like you said, the intro was supposed to be like I Love Lucy. The second one, the intro, I'll bet all my money, that's so obviously supposed to be Bewitched. Like the intro,
hi Kodiak Cheeto.
Bewitched.
Not gonna...
coming.
Well, I'm glad you were looking forward to it. Thanks for coming. Have you seen WandaVision yet? Because this was just...
Let us know if you've seen it yet, because otherwise we're gonna kind of ruin it.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I put in the title, I put spoilers as the first word.
He probably knows.
So yeah, you know what you're in for.
So yeah, I liked the first episode. It was fun. It was kind of cute. They had that ending part where the guy started choking on, I guess, some toast. And then she's like, oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Like
stop
it. Was like a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, literally. And then Vision just goes in and pulls it out of his throat. And then they just rewind. Well, I guess it's time for us to go. You did a good job, son.
Yeah.
You know, fucking went from I Love Lucy to the goddamn Twilight Zone.
Yeah, which was cool.
Which they actually might be intentionally nodding to that too. Actually, because that's also another old black and white show.
That would explain it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not black and white anymore by the end of episode 2.
Oh yeah.
But you know what's interesting? They might be doing that because they're going into the more 50s and 60s shows. Because like I Dream of Jeannie, I believe that was always in color.
They probably are.
Yeah, so now they're
progressing.
And like Bewitched eventually went from black and white to color. So I think they're just trying to mirror how that stuff.
That makes sense.
Perhaps. And then by the end of the show, it'll be a freaking 90s sitcom. It'll be straight up Friends.
Not yet, no, but I'm good with spoilers.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, late 90s.
He hasn't seen it yet, but he's good with spoilers because as much as I love Marvel, I've seen all the movies except for Deadpool 2. I'm not as interested in WandaVision. Okay. I'm waiting for Loki's show. Me too.
I mean, honestly, there's not much for us to ruin anyway because they haven't revealed the plot yet.
Yeah, really haven't.
So far, it's just been sitcomming.
Here's what I could tell you is that there's a RC helicopter that was in color, and then a guy surrounded by bees and a hazmat suit.
I think you just made it sound even more confusing. Like, here's what I can tell you. There's an RC helicopter and a beekeeper.
Okay, well, the episode 2
it's
starts...
pretty simple.
So in this 40s sitcom, come on.
Well, the only plot stuff we've gotten was in episode 1, it ended with someone looking at a screen that was watching them as if it was a TV show and taking notes.
Yeah.
And that was for like 10 seconds.
Very Truman Show-esque.
Yeah.
And it seems like someone's trying to reach Wanda.
Yeah.
In the second episode. They hear on the radio.
Wanda, who's doing this to you?
Wanda, where are you?
Yeah,
Wanda.
someone's trying to find her clearly. So like he's been brainwashed or sedated or something.
It's hard for me to surmise exactly what's going on because like one of my main theories is Wanda created this as a way to be with Vision after his death, but then it's like, but then why is somebody watching her?
I don't think she's intentionally wanted to create this.
It might be some sort of mix. I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't think it was intentional, but she somehow got like she's like under some kind of spell brainwash thing, and then she created the world.
And then another theory I had was when they in each episode they show like there's a commercial. In the second episode there's a commercial for a watch, and the watch has a Hydra symbol on it. So that made me wonder if maybe Hydra is doing this to them. But here's the hole in that. Well, they might not all be gone.
I see.
That's the thing. But one thing that I think is a little bit weird about that is then why in episode 1 would there be a commercial for a Stark Tech toaster?
Yeah.
Isn't that their enemy?
Well, I think it's just to establish they're in that world, like the modern Marvel world.
Yeah,
but I see what you're saying.
Or I don't know. Maybe neither of them is supposed to mean that's controlling them. Maybe it's just because in the 40s Stark Tech existed and also Hydra existed.
Yeah, they're just
so
trying
maybe
to
that's
make
just what was going on.
Or it's just Wanda's interpretation of like the 40s.
Oh, you know what it might be? A lot of the best watches in the old days were made in either Germany or Switzerland, and Germany is where Hydra was.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just the watch was literally made by
one of the doctors for them was Swiss.
Yeah. So
what's his name? The guy who became a computer.
Aram Zola.
Yes.
Yeah, Zola. He's Swiss. They literally say in the first Captain America movie, one of the German scientists. Correction, I am Swiss.
So maybe that's got nothing to do with the overall plot. It's just something.
Hi, Ivan. Hi, Andromeda Scout.
Hello. How y'all doing?
Stark versus Hydra. I don't know if the ads actually are an indicate. Maybe it's supposed to be. Maybe it's a hint that Hydra is using Stark Tech to control her to be in this world.
Actually, that would kind of make a little bit of sense because Hydra infiltrated Shield.
And remember, she used to hate Stark.
Oh yeah, there's a point there.
Because in Avengers 2, she was like, Stark is the reason all this stuff happened, and then Stark made Ultron.
Because it was his weapons
and then,
that blew up her
brother
home.
died.
Yeah, well,
not his fault, but Stark's.
Are we ever going to address that? I feel like after that movie, everyone forgot he ever existed.
I know.
It's one thing to kill a character off. It's another thing to pretend they were never a thing.
I guess I think they were kind of pointing to that sort of in Civil War, but
she never even mentioned him. She never mourned him.
Wait,
you mean the brother?
Yeah, the brother.
No, they're not going to bring it up.
They never mentioned Quicksilver ever since his
Unless
death.
he shows up in this show, they're never going to show Quicksilver again.
Honestly, it would make sense for him to show up in this show.
It would be
even if you're not going to bring him back to life, like like my brother's coming to visit.
That'd be so cool.
And then you could flash to him just suddenly having a bunch of bullet holes in him or something.
Cool. That'd be interesting.
It would be interesting.
But wait, so she never. What the movie right after Avengers 2 was Civil War, right? That she was in.
Yeah, and
yeah,
they don't
and
talk about
they
her
never
brother.
say anything about
she
her
was
brother.
like looking
Well,
down.
I think it's supposed to be like a
Sad.
year later, and she's gotten past most of her grief. But
yeah, but it's still like.
I know you're
fucking
saying.
say something.
Well, it's because they don't want to promote him if they're not going to use him. So
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, but it's a little disrespectful to the character. So he's a lot of people's favorite character.
I wouldn't say a lot.
I mean, not in the movies, but he's got a big comic following.
True. I
yeah,
don't know.
well,
maybe they'll bring him into this show. That'd be cool. But I like where it's going so far. Like, there's a lot of like genuinely like it's clearly like a tongue-in-cheek, a tongue-in-cheek kind of like homage to the 40s and 50s sitcoms, while still genuinely being funny for like.
It was actually pretty like we were laughing.
There were actually some funny jokes in there.
Yeah, and it's funny how they mix the thing with them.
Like when he's doing the magic show and he's like, look at the, like he's got the gum inside him, so he's now drunk because robot with gum stuck in gears equals drunk.
That was actually some of the funniest stuff.
Yeah, that was some of the funniest
I love when characters get drunk in shows.
Yeah, he just starts being all drunk and he's supposed to be putting on a magic show and he's like, look at this, and he starts flying and was like,
now we are going to lie to you and you will believe our lies.
Because humans with their insignificant brains cannot comprehend the inner workings of the cosmos. And it's like,
it was
and Wanda's like, don't just say it.
Yeah, the script in general is genuinely funny.
I like, remember when he's at job and he's like, and then it's like, wow, you're so great. It's like your computer. I am not a computer. I'm a normal carbon-based life form with organs and blood and sweat.
And then when he says, I don't eat. I mean, I don't eat in between meals. I'm a eating machine.
At mealtime, yeah.
Mealtime.
I love how they use the old 40s like slang and sayings and stuff. That you show those tree branches.
Oh, that's just so peachy keen.
Well, that's swell.
Yeah, that was fun. They actually did a good job kind of getting the lingo down.
It'll be a gas.
I love that part when he starts chewing the gum and he's like, well, I heard this was just for mastication. The guy's like, I don't do that.
I'll do that.
Mastication.
Yeah.
That was actually very clever.
It's a fun time so far.
But season 2, episode 2.
It reminds me of that joke from Animaniacs. Wacko, can you conjugate? I've never even kissed a girl.
Because consummate.
Got it.
Copulate.
Or like that one part where he's like, where they're like, why don't you dust for prints? And he, I didn't find anything. He's holding prints. No, fingerprints. I don't think so.
What did he find?
He's quoting another Animaniacs episode.
What did he find?
Found the
He
singer
literally had
Prince.
the singer Prince, and then they said,
Prince. I heard
and
Prince.
they said, no,
Prince.
No.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh, okay.
And
They
then
said, we need you to dust for Prince, and then they pick up the singer. I found Prince. No, fingerprints. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
finger, the singer.
Fingerprints.
Like
That's a kids show, everybody.
That's like, oh my gosh. They used to get more things like that.
Yeah. But anyways, in the second one, so it starts off with her finding a RC helicopter that's in color while everything else is black and white.
You can call it a hella color.
No.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, and then after that, the next time we see color, someone cuts their hand and starts bleeding, and she says the weirdest line. Do you know a tip about how to get blood out of cotton, white, whatever?
You know how a housewife gets blood out of white linen?
Yeah.
She does it herself.
It was
Yeah, I don't get what the
like,
joke is.
Was that a joke? I don't get that.
I don't get
But
it.
like, she's clearly breaking through her Wanda about breaking through
Maybe that was
realm
just
of
supposed to be like a
reality
thing.
or whatever.
Maybe I think the joke there is supposed to be a housewife has to do everything herself.
Sure.
I guess.
Maybe. But
I
I
don't
just,
know.
yeah.
I didn't follow it.
Yeah.
But she's clearly, there's clearly hints that she's like, something's not right here. Wanda is realizing this. And then she's suddenly pregnant.
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
She's like
just gets
4 or
up
5
suddenly
months
freaking
pregnant.
3 months pregnant,
Yeah,
and it's like, is
whatever.
this really happening? And we're sitting here, you're like, is it? Like,
Is it? We don't know.
There's a lot of more questions that
But
were
then the
brought
next
up.
big thing that happened was they hear a noise, they go outside, and they see literally the sewer grate opening up, and a guy in a bee costume surrounded by bees just starts crawling.
Beekeeper costume.
Yeah, beekeeper.
Like, bee costume is a different thing.
Okay,
that would be really interesting.
He's just like, buzz,
It's
buzz,
Buzzy Man.
everybody.
Yes, I'm here. What's the buzz around?
Hey!
What's the buzz around town?
Okay, you guys did all the jokes I was gonna do.
Anyway, but so he shows up, and then he just looks at her ominously. You don't see his face; it's completely silhouetted. And then she just says no and rewinds everything, and now it's in color again. Well, she
rewinds to before he came in because I guess she doesn't want to get in.
So Kodiak,
they have kids, not yet. They're
she just suddenly
at
pregnant.
the end of episode 2, she's suddenly pregnant.
Like 4 or 3 months pregnant. Like she's got a bump.
Yeah, she's just got a belly.
Yeah.
And honestly, if it weren't for the fact that I wanted to have a live discussion around the time the episode came out, I would wait to binge this show because this is a show I think
it
might be better binging.
It might be better.
Not a lot has happened so far, which is fine. But
I do still want to watch it week to week to see what happens and keep the discussion up with you guys.
Before we continue, Ivan Boy is asking.
He asked if we've ever played Smite. We have played Smite.
I've played Smite. I'm not a big MOBA guy. I tried really hard to keep playing Smite, but I wasn't enjoying the gameplay enough. Are you still playing it?
No, it's a game where you can play as gods and monsters.
Do you know League of Legends?
No, she doesn't.
I know the name.
Okay, well, I was just gonna say it's the same gameplay.
Oh,
it's not actually the same gameplay because it is in third dimension. It's the same game concept, but the gameplay is actually quite different. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, like I was really excited when I heard about it because obviously, but yeah, I wasn't able to enjoy the game.
I play it from time to time, but not right now. Me and my friends haven't really been playing it. Maybe someday. We've been playing mostly Overwatch and...
it's a video game. Okay.
Yeah. We've been playing Overwatch.
What
was the other game we've been playing? We've been playing a lot of Left 4 Dead 2 versus mode, which is fun. You might kind of enjoy that, but... I haven't played recently, but we do play it from time to time. Hey, Andromeda Scout again. Hello.
Hello.
So anybody here watch WandaVision yet?
Does anyone have any thoughts about how you liked it?
Yeah, like anybody got a theory going on in there?
And if you haven't, it's only like, it's a sitcom style, so it's only like 22 minutes ish, 25 minutes. So you can watch the first 2 episodes in like under an hour. It's like pretty easy to get through.
Honestly,
so if you want to watch it
freaking later. 7 minutes of credits.
Yeah,
what was up with that?
7 minutes of credits.
I've never seen that on a freaking 30. Well, I guess not even a 30-minute show. What is it? A 24-minute show now? Because
it's 30 minutes in length, but the actual show is
because there's 2 different kinds of credits. It's a little weird that they do that. First, they have credits that feel like credits of a Marvel movie. And then they have like sitcom credits after that.
Andromeda got bored after 10 minutes.
I watched like 10 minutes and got bored.
If you're not an old sitcom person, I don't think this show's gonna catch you. Honestly,
I think they're gonna be doing more. Hopefully,
episode 3, but we have a week to find out.
Yeah. So. I do like it so far.
I am really curious, like, who was calling out to her? Like, I was trying to figure out who that voice was. Do you guys have any ideas?
I got nothing, honestly, because, like, in the movies, Wanda doesn't have a lot of close relationships with people. It was pretty much just Vision and her brother. It could be the real Vision. Maybe the one on the show isn't even the actual one.
But he's dead.
But maybe his subconscious, because he was a machine, he was an AI. Maybe they're in his body right now or something.
That's possible, but it doesn't sound like his voice, though.
It kind of sounds like
it doesn't
Captain America's voice, Steve, but also he's gone.
Really, I don't think it really sounded like any of the Avengers.
Yeah,
not really, actually.
You know what? It's probably not anyone we've seen before. We might get an episode flashing back to how she knows this person or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's a possibility.
I wouldn't really like that too much.
Kodiak Chiro, my binge show is Supernatural. LOL, it's my favorite show ever. We've watched the first 10 seasons, and yes, it is a good binge show.
These two have. I haven't.
He hasn't watched anything.
Even though I should. I'm the mythology guy. Honestly, I've heard like the Horsemen of the Apocalypse are in there, and that made me kind of want to watch it because I love them.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a regular thing.
Well, one of my favorite characters is Death, the Horseman.
Only reason I watched it is because Scarlet Witch is overpowered. Okay.
Yeah, she is overpowered. They're not really showing how. I mean, they're kind of showing how.
You know, the whole show, I was sitting here going, why don't you just use your magic? Why don't you just use your magic anytime there was a problem?
Because it needs to be convenient for the sitcom.
It's like, apparently she can't use her magic to make a chicken, but she can use it to set up a rope police system and create diamond rings. And
she controlled the Mind Stone, broke the infinity blade.
I think you mean she broke the Infinity Stone.
Yeah. Why couldn't she just eat the stones from Thanos? Lol.
Well, you got to remember the stones also have like he has the Reality Stone, which has the same power she has, and then he's got like 4 others. So. Like, maybe that's part of the reason why.
And you should not be ashamed to be obsessed with Supernatural. It's a really good show. The only season we didn't like that much was season 6.
Yeah,
and even that
didn't know where they were going with the show yet.
Yeah, it wasn't, and even that wasn't that bad. Once it got to season 7, we were like, okay, let's get into it.
Yeah, season 7 had the Leviathan.
We only stopped at season 10 because we only just binged it like 3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
And we were literally binging it, and I was like, I need a break. It's too much Supernatural.
Yeah.
We're probably going to get back into it because it is a new year now.
You know what I might do? Since... Like, I might eventually start watching Supernatural and do episode vlogs on it.
Oh,
I think people would like to see that.
Episodes, just so you know.
Well, that way it's a series I can do for years.
Yeah. There you go.
Death is better than the new one in season 3. There's a new
No, that's Spinning Blade. You mean the one he had in... I thought you were talking about the Soul Stone.
In what?
Yeah.
He's talking about Supernatural.
No.
And Andromeda Scout is talking about
You're reading
Thanos'
what Cody Akito is
blade.
saying.
Sorry.
We're talking about 2 different things.
Okay, continue.
Yeah.
So wait, what is he? Which blades?
Remember in Endgame when Thanos has that spinning blade that he fights with?
Oh.
Those are called the Infinity Blades?
I didn't know that either.
Why are they?
But cool. All right. Didn't know that.
I mean, well, we can just assume that the Infinity Blades aren't really made of anything powerful.
Saying, yes, please. Are you talking about me doing Supernatural?
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
He knows good TV.
It's good to see you again, by the way, Kodiak Chiro.
Yeah.
Yes, and he will definitely, on his channel, probably... would you join us for it, too, or...
I mean, do you guys want to be in it? Because it's going to be a lot of stuff.
Every episode? I don't know.
Yeah, probably not every episode.
Yeah, I would honestly say maybe do...
because that would be a nightmare to arrange.
Yeah. I would do like a season review with you.
If you want, we can like, after I finish a season, I can do a season review overall, and you guys
that might even be easier for you because there are a lot
or if there are specific episodes you want to join me for, like, I don't know, you guys would know better than me.
There are a few that I can think of that I would like to join for, like the one when they're the television show.
Oh, you mean what we just freaking saw?
No, it's something else.
Anyway, we're getting a little off topic.
Yeah, I just want to say, interesting, there's another death in seasons 13 through 15. Okay, well, we haven't seen past season 10, so no spoilers.
Well, the first one was Thanatos, and the other one's the Grim Reaper, and then we've got the Headless Horseman.
I love all 3 of you, so I'd watch y'all's...
Thanks.
Thanks. That's really nice of you. Thank you.
That's so sweet.
So yeah, WandaVision.
We love you too.
How much did you guys like these episodes? Let's say
I didn't have any expectations, so...
Well, let's say first just as their own separate thing, what did you guys think?
As its own separate thing, I think it's like here's. I didn't think it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought it was cute. I thought it was charming, and I thought it was fun. It's kind of reminiscent of 40s sitcoms. The 40s sitcom part of it is very something I wouldn't want to binge, something I would watch casually, kind of like I did do with Bewitched and other things. But then the overall mystery has me very intrigued, and it's like I want to know now.
I just honestly, and I feel like not enough really happened for it to not be. I'd rather binge the show because not a lot happened in the first 2 episodes.
That's true.
To have to wait every week for just like a little something else is. I mean, again, we're spoiled now because we can binge everything. But now it's like hard to be like, okay, not much happened. I have to wait a whole week for hopefully more to happen.
I will say it's easier to wait for this than it was for The Boys.
Yeah, but then you're also not like dying
because The Boys is all one constant concurrent story. I keep making the point that I hate how they made Boys week by week when it was originally all in one.
Yeah,
like.
Yeah, we know.
Yes, and I know it makes us talk about it more, but like, there's a way to structure your show for it to be a weekly show as opposed to being a binge all at once show.
Yeah,
I think Mandalorian does a pretty good job.
Yeah, and just like with Mandalorian, this WandaVision is more like episode of the week.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of both. It's got the episode of the week, but it's also got that overarching mystery that you really want to know right now.
So
like Monk,
I kind of agree with what both of you said. It like at least watching it week to week isn't too bad, but I'm still like I don't know if I would keep watching this if this was just like a normal show that I wasn't interested in and wasn't gonna plan it.
If I didn't know it was Wanda.
The good news
Vision.
is I know it's like less than 10. I think it's like 8 episodes.
That's such a little amount of.
So maybe there will be more to it.
Yeah, isn't there like 10 episodes in this season?
I don't remember. I think it's
something
6
like
or
that.
8. Actually.
That's it.
Yeah.
Dang, I hope they like make things more exciting soon.
It looks like it's bumping up. We'll watch. I think next episode will be a bit more interesting.
I hope so. Again, I thought.
And then
it's
the least interesting one of all. It's just
well,
all right. Well, it's time for the bake sale.
Well, okay, they did get color in this one at the very end of episode 2, so it will be different at least,
so,
and like something new.
Do you think every episode's intro is going to be based on a different show from that time?
I think it probably will be.
Yeah, like you're right. The first one was very I Love Lucy, and the second one was Bewitched.
Maybe it'll be I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Like, and they'll have that thing. Copyright claiming the video now.
That's I Dream of Jeannie?
Yeah, that's I Dream.
I never watched it.
I
just know about it.
But as a Marvel thing, I think this is kind of like I don't really see how it fits if it weren't these two characters.
Yeah, it's not in the same style as other Marvel. Well, maybe a little bit similar to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Maybe just the ending parts so far.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got pretty bad, in my opinion. I did not like the last couple of seasons.
I haven't seen the last one, but I liked all the last few seasons I did watch. So.
I like the Ghost Rider season.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other discussion. I think it got better with each season. Maybe the second to last season I didn't love so much, but I did like season 4 a lot. That was the Ghost Rider season. I like the second half better. You like the first half more. But with WandaVision, I'm kind of like, what?
It's fine.
Where do they go?
I don't know. As a Marvel show right now, I'm not that impressed. But as just like a cute little sitcom show with the characters that I really like, I like it so far.
It's easy to get kind of lost in the sitcom stuff, and then when that Marvel stuff comes up, you're like, oh right, it's also doing this.
Yeah, I give it like without it being like attached to
Marvel.
Ooh, it's hard though because it's also like, but you can't disconnect yourself from Marvel because like this is Wanda and Vision. They're in the show, so it's hard to like be like treat them as separate things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is cute though because it's kind of funny just how well they fit into a 40s sitcom because when you think about it, 40s sitcoms did a lot of weird stuff. Like with the show about a guy being married to a witch and another show about a guy who lives with a genie and
now they're both like the weird ones. It's really interesting.
I think it was either a 50s or 60s sitcom called Small Wonder where a family has a robot for a daughter and like so Vision kind of reminds me of that in this. It's like a robot is married to a witch. It's like all of the weird sitcom stuff all in one.
Yeah.
And they've got that neighbor, because every sitcom has to have a neighbor.
Yeah, they always have a neighbor.
They've got a neighbor named Agnes.
Nosy,
I don't remember the actress's name, but that woman is just born to play sitcom character.
Well, she's in Parks and Rec, and she was like their campaign manager or something. So she was just so great.
I've seen her in stuff. I just don't remember her name. But I love how she's always talking about her husband. We never see her goddamn husband.
Yeah, she's like, my husband would only know our anniversary if they had a beer called July 2nd.
I want that to be like when the show starts getting more into the mystery. I want them to go up to her and go, Agnes, why is it we never see your husband? And she goes, don't ask about my husband.
We don't talk about it here.
It would be funny.
Stop it.
I know that in the spoilers, or in the trailer, if you watch them, in one of them, there's a scene where she goes, am I dead? And Vision goes, no, why would you ask that? Because you are.
Yeah, it's definitely some spooky things that are going to be happening.
Maybe in the Halloween
subjects.
special.
Well, I know it's going to be in the Halloween episode, because it was when he was wearing his Halloween costume, and she was wearing a witch costume.
There's going to be more things alluded to,
Yeah, I think she's going to wear her classic outfit at some point, too. Like,
they showed that.
I think I remember that from the trailer.
I think that was in the trailer.
Yeah, that's in the trailer. Her old.
That they were wearing their classic outfits, and honestly, I like the classic outfits, but I'm kind of glad they didn't try to do that for the movies because her classic outfit's a little
insane.
A little insane.
Just because it has a big M crown.
No, that's not even why. It literally looks like a dominatrix outfit.
Exactly. That's what I like in my superhero movies. Let me refer you to Birds of Prey and the classic that everyone loves, Catwoman.
Oh,
hello!
My gosh, yes.
That movie has won awards.
That movie is
They
genius.
were Razzies, but awards.
She's supposed to be like a cat. It's genius.
Exactly.
Oh, hair hairball.
She walks into a freaking bar and says, "Hey, I'll have a drink. Hold everything except the milk." Oh, yeah, I get it.
And she had a milk mustache.
I'm a cat.
This is.
Anyway,
this is going completely off the rails.
Okay. Anyway,
I would love to watch that show. I think I'll watch WandaVision until they have. I would personally. Yeah,
I agree with. I would
wait till maybe episode 5, where they just have all the episodes out for the show.
Yeah, there's only 6. So I might as well just wait till the season's out.
Well, we'll double. Here, look, I'll check on my phone real quick.
Yeah, but as Andromeda said, with the whole getting bored, if you do not like 40s sitcoms, I don't think you're gonna like this show.
Well, not the first 2 episodes.
Well, yeah,
that seems to be the very.
I'm just saying though, even if you're watching just for the mystery, you're gonna have to trek through a bunch of shit you can't stand. I liked it because I love 40s sitcoms.
Oh, apparently it's gonna have 9 episodes.
Okay.
Okay.
I hate 9.
That's an uneven number.
Yeah.
How dare! How dare!
A solid 10.
You know what? I hate movies because every movie is only 1 episode.
Yeah, but 1 is
not
different.
in Star Wars. But there were only 9 episodes.
But there's fuck you. I was about to say.
That's true too.
Star Wars was 9 episodes. You bastards! You maniacs!
Well, that's because he was originally going to have it be a 3 trilogy, 3 act.
And then it got ruined. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a...
Oh my god. Anyway, that's a whole nother discussion.
That we could literally talk about that for hours.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'll wait to watch WandaVision until there are a few more episodes out. That's what I would recommend, yeah. Especially if you're watching for the mystery, which... Everyone is. Come on.
Yeah, that's the main reason.
So yeah, if you're watching the show, wait to watch.
Yeah.
I had fun with it. I like it, but I like sitcoms. You like it for that reason, and you like it for that reason. The sitcom aspect was fun.
I do also like mysteries, though. I was a fan of Twilight Zone, also.
Yeah, but usually those were self-contained mysteries.
Yeah,
so.
I still like mysteries.
Yeah.
And I also one of my favorite mystery shows actually is called Wayward Pines, and this is gonna shock you. Shyamalan made that show.
Well, I mean, this was probably in his early days, right?
No, it's more recent. It came out in 2015.
He's hit or miss now.
I was shocked by how much I enjoyed that.
Well, that was right before he did
Split,
and Split was really good.
Yeah.
So
he's very hit or miss right now. So I think
Shyamalan has good ideas. He's kind of like George Lucas. He needs help. Yeah. It's like, come help me realize
don't
this.
Write it.
Yeah, you don't know how to write dialogue super well sometimes.
Yeah, honestly,
no, he doesn't.
Just put down
Neither
the
of them do. But they know how to come up with fantastic stories.
Yeah, really fantastic stories.
Yeah, so yeah, I would totally recommend maybe just waiting until so you can see the whole storyline.
I'm wondering
of the
if this show, once we watch the end of season 1, all the little things in the background we'll notice, connect dots.
I love it when shows do that.
Maybe that Agnes is something involved because she doesn't seem like she's affected by everything like everybody else is. Because when
you mean the friend?
Yeah, the friend. Because remember when they saved his life, they just go, oh, time to go. Nothing just happened. He wasn't just choking on a piece of bread.
Yeah.
Would you look at the time though? That's what he said. Would you look at
and then
the
when
time?
everybody else started seeing the WandaVision stuff, they were they'll go, oh, okay. And she seemed kind of more like she knows what's going on, especially from the trailers.
What if she's the evil mastermind?
Yeah, that's a thought.
That'd be interesting. She can play a character like that.
Maybe that pineapple she gave was actually a device.
Yes, that was where the baby came from.
She's she's like the puppet master pulling the strings maybe or something. Yeah. You never know. I just want to know what that beekeeper outfit was about.
Of course you can. Yeah, she's an independent woman. She talks about a husband who isn't there.
Yeah.
Or what if the puppet master is her husband?
Maybe.
She is her husband.
We're speculating, so that's cool. I'm kind of hooked, so that's good for the show.
I'm kind of hooked, lightly. You haven't got me all the way yet,
guys.
Marvel.
We know the villain is going to be Abomination. They said they're bringing Abomination back, and this is the perfect show to insert him into. I want to see him come to a freaking dinner party in a suit like Abomination. Give me a real meal.
I don't know who Abomination is.
Oh, you didn't see Hulk?
No, I actually haven't. I didn't really.
He's evil Hulk, basically.
Okay, got it.
But more fish-like.
He's like if Hulk was even more fucked up.
I'm just gonna.
No, it's good. I would say I give it
Oh god.
7.5 so far.
I'll do it later.
7.5 out of 10 for me right now.
Yeah, I'd give this a 7.
Mm-hmm. So I like it a little more.
It's a charming little show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I give it a 6.
Yeah, okay. You had high expectations. I had like 0.
Well, I didn't have high expectations, but I was hoping there'd be more than what we've gotten so far. We've gotten literal crumbs of breadcrumbs. Not even full breadcrumbs. We've gotten crumbs of breadcrumbs.
Yeah, because like for me, like 7 means good and 8 means great. I didn't think it was great.
Right.
For me, like 6 is good, but it's not like really easily recommended.
Yeah, 6 is above average.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe I would knock it down to a 7. I'm not sure though.
You already said 7.
She said 7.5.
Oh, well, I don't do.
This is your problem. You don't listen.
Just do solid numbers.
Okay,
No
7.
We didn't come here for fractions.
Yeah, this ain't math class.
This is meth class.
Yeah.
Now cook.
Mama meth.
Some toast?
What?
Yes.
With that. By the way, that toaster.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about the Stark toaster. Like they have a commercial for a toaster. They're like, you can put in pie. And we're like, wait,
what toaster's ever been able to do that?
And they're like all these other types of foods. But you know, at the end when they said by Stark Industries, I was like, oh, actually, I believe that. Like,
Yeah, that was a little weird.
It probably, if it's by Stark Industries, you can probably press a button and a freaking pie tray will pop out of the sun.
I'm just wondering how
Back to the Future.
Toaster makes a pie.
I don't know. It was cute though. There's a lot of little nods.
I want to see, now that you said Back to the Future, I want Doc Brown to roll up. Wanda, I have to take you back.
For the 80s section.
He's the one trying to reach her. It's been him all.
Oh, yes.
I love that
Quickly, to the 80s episode.
I hope so.
Well, it looks like they're going to the 60s/70s in the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
'Cause
80s.
we have color now.
They're gonna take you back to modern day, and that'll be the finale of the first season.
Yeah.
Probably.
Wanda, it's your kids. Something's got to be done about your kids.
What?
What about them?
They're alive. They
We
exist.
don't know where the hell they came from.
They exist. We can't have them existing.
Someone put something in.
No, that's
I think there's a new
Yes, I know there is.
meth class. Cue Breaking Bad. Correct. Yes.
Crossover.
Yeah.
It's a seamless crossover.
Are we getting Bryan Cranston? Was he the one in the beekeeper?
Oh,
outfit?
that's gonna be the final episode.
He's the meth outfit. That's why he's wearing.
Yeah, exactly. He's cooking a new honey flavored meth.
Obviously.
Hello.
Wasn't he the
He's
guy who
not
said
at all.
only the pure science?
Only the purest with honey. He makes the purest honey as well.
Because remember, Jesse was putting jalapenos in it.
Oh God!
And he's like, "It's my thing. It's my trademark." He's like, "No, no jalapenos. That ruins it."
Who wants to sniff jalapenos
No
up
one.
their Jeez Louise, man.
People hardly want to taste them.
Well, you can crystal meth. You can chew it
How do you know this?
because it showed Jesse chewing it at one point.
Sure. Nothing.
First of all, I have no head.
I
This
don't
is a
know.
hologram.
Oh.
Okay.
Plot twist.
Baxter Stockman. Not
No, he's
everyone
trying to
will
be
get that
Vision.
joke.
Stacked or Boxman.
Yeah. I don't know why people would want to even eat jalapenos. If them.
Well, it was part of.
People eat jalapenos as part of a YouTube challenge.
I know, but but do people like
You know, move this
sensitive
a
to
little
spice.
bit over more.
but not as much as they used
Yeah, I don't
Anyway.
know.
Anyway, so that's WandaVision.
Did we miss anything? I think we covered everything.
The rabbit.
Oh yeah,
What
there's
about the rabbit?
there's a rabbit.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's it.
It was an interesting show. I don't know how much I liked it so far. I mean,
You
I
liked it.
Like I
I
said,
loved
7.
it.
I thought it was good, not great.
Yeah.
So far, maybe it'll get fucking amazing later.
Maybe. I hope so, because it has some really clever writing, and, I love the characters. It's got a lot of potential. I'll say that. I think it has a lot of potential.
yeah, it has potential. Really hope to see where this goes.
This is the first of the Marvel shows. I just realized.
Yeah, that's
First
one.
Marvel
Yeah,
the first of the
gosh.
Disney Plus Marvel
You're
shows.
right.
Yeah.
My question for you then is, how do you think this pans out for the rest of the Marvel?
I don't know if it's super fair to compare though, because I believe the style of this show is so different
This
from
is
what all
so
the others are
unique.
going to be.
Well, what they told
Yeah.
us is that this is going to somehow is somehow going to lead into the multiverse of madness, and that's going to somehow lead into the next Spider-Man film.
This is going to lead into
Okay.
a Spider-Man film?
So
Well,
instead
Multiverse
of
of
Into
Madness
the
is
Spider-Verse, it's
Doctor
going to be
Strange.
Into the Multiverse.
Oh.
This is going to lead into the next Doctor Strange
So the shows
film.
are connected to the Marvel movies.
Yeah, well, that's why it's the same actors.
Well, yeah, then of course, yeah. I just didn't really think it. Yeah, I didn't really think about that until now. Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm like, how will this pan out? That's why it kind of bugs me that there's not more.
I really want to see the Cancerverse eventually. That's where all of the Avengers are evil.
Yeah, like, they might show it. I don't know if they will.
And actually, I don't know if they would be able to do it right because the main villain in that is Marvel. Actually, it's an evil Marvel.
Yeah.
And you know what's cool? They've turned Galactus into a weapon that they use.
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
Galactus engine. I would love to see it. You could bring back like Robert Downey Jr. just for that to play evil Iron Man. That would be really cool.
Yeah, well, apparently Chris Evans is in talk to possibly play Captain America in the next film, or in
like in
Falcon
a flashback, or as like a mentor or something.
Well, in the Captain America.
Oh, Steve Rogers.
Because in the comics there was a part where he did turn super old again, and then he just decided to be like the leader in the background back at Avengers Tower.
I could see that. That would be kind of cool.
They've got a lot of options.
Yeah, they've got a lot of stuff that they could do.
Which is
and we know
exciting.
Chris Evans is still working with Disney because he's going to do that Lightyear show.
They did good endings to Captain America and Iron Man's story. Take note. Star Wars.
Yeah. There was
a whole other
closure,
thing.
dang it.
It
made sense.
Like, I just think it's amazing how Infinity War and Last Jedi came out like same year. Did they?
I don't think. I think Last Jedi came out the year before.
Okay, I guess I'm.
Wait,
well, they came out in
Infinity War came out in 2019.
I remember they weren't super far apart because people were comparing them a lot.
Right. Yeah.
No, Solo came out 2019, and in Last Jedi came out 2018.
Like, I remember,
because remember they did a main movie, then a side movie, then a main movie.
The thing about Last Jedi is everyone's like, look, we subverted your expectations, and then Infinity War subverted our expectations in actually a really cool way.
Doesn't Loki's show come out this year too? I want more Tom Hiddleston.
I don't know. Does it?
I think so.
Loki.
I'm not sure. That one I have.
Are you saying you're low key excited?
See that one?
High key excited.
That one I'm trying to keep my
May 2021.
Okay, so this May.
So in a couple months.
Yeah, so just a few months. Hey, yeah, you're right. This year.
Well, that's good.
That one
I think a few of them come out. Doesn't also Falcon and Winter Soldier?
I think it comes out at the end of the year, like August or something.
Okay, well that one's a full-on action show, I think, so it's probably going to take a lot more work to make.
August?
Yeah, it was right, August. For Falcon and
I didn't even see the trailer yet. I gotta watch
That's not the end of the year, though. That's just the end of summer.
Yeah, but I mean like near the end of the year.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the Falcon.
Because they probably won't do another show after that, is what I meant.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the What If show, honestly.
The one I'm most excited for is honestly Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I'm trying to keep my expectations low for that and Loki, because I think those will be the most fun, and if they're not, I'll be like really upset.
I think Loki should definitely be the most fun.
Oh, I just thought of something. I just realized something.
But action-wise, Falcon and Winter Soldier should be the most.
I just thought of two things.
Yeah, I agree with that.
First of all, what if one of the voices was Sebastian Stan's character, the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Because they're doing some action stuff, and it's after this. It could be since they're all
they
connected.
could be trying
and the
to
other thing
save
is,
her. Or
you remember in the Loki trailer, he's doing all that weird stuff for that organization, and we don't know.
Connected.
Yeah, maybe that's the organization.
Yeah, maybe that's the. Actually, you've got a good point. Yeah, this could be being run by the organization from Loki, and Falcon and Winter Soldier could be trying to break her out. Like that would be an interesting way to connect all of it.
My brain is now spanning, and now I'm getting excited for the next episode of WanadaVision because they started showing us something.
They show you none of it.
You have to figure it out. You have to start speculating.
Well, Shane, right now they're thinking, okay, we gave them too much in the first two episodes.
God.
So episode 3 through 8, you get nothing. Then episode 9 will give you a little wink at what's going on, and then you gotta wait for season 2.
If they did that, I would hate this show.
That would be horrible. Don't do that.
They're not doing that yet, but if they do that, because we've only seen 2 episodes, if they do that, I will literally tell everybody, do not watch this show. It was horrible.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Just Marvel, me being a dick.
Marvel is a lot better about that. More importantly, Kevin Feige's really good at
I think Kevin Feige really knows how like the thing about Marvel is it seems like everyone's working pretty closely together. Like in like Infinity War had what, like 4 directors?
Yes. Well, it had their
it had the Russo brothers,
Taika Waititi,
James Gunn, Taika Waititi, and who directed Black Panther? I'm so sorry, I don't know his name. But they were all like working together to make that movie, which in my opinion is the way to do it, because it's the way you make sure all of these characters that you've directed work well together.
I would boycott Marvel if they did that. Yeah.
I think we all would.
Ryan Coogler. Yeah.
Ryan Coogler, yes.
I remember his name was Coo something. I was going to say Johnson Cougar, but I knew that wasn't it.
Not Cougar, Panther. Ooh. Hello.
That's the same guy who did Creed. Too.
Oh,
yeah.
I loved Creed too. Yeah. Okay, well, he's very talented. Good for him.
Yeah, he does a really good job.
He's just following Michael B. Jordan around. Can I direct your next movie?
Literally, the only reason I didn't think of it is because he hasn't done a lot of other stuff. Like
quality over quantity. Man.
Yeah, he did a great job. I'm not saying it's just that everybody talks about the Russo brothers because they did like 4 of the Marvel films,
and they're fucking amazing.
Yeah. And they did Community, and then everybody talks about Taika Waititi because he's Taika Waititi. How do you not talk about him?
The only movie I don't like by the Russo brothers is the story of Civil War, but like the movie itself is still a ton of fun. I just hate the story, as I've said before.
Yeah, that's another conversation that could take us.
Well, we are talking about Marvel, so
it fits. I like Civil War. Claire, you don't really remember it too much.
I liked it, didn't love it. I think it was overhyped and a little overrated.
It was definitely overhyped. It was here's the thing, it's I think the movie's a ton of fun. Like, I enjoy watching it. I just hate the story. I hate the story so much.
I don't hate the story, but that's because I could totally believe a government agency trying to do that.
It's not just the government, though. Some of the Avengers are making downright stupid decisions.
Well, I could believe Stark doing that because he's...
One of the main problems... Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
I was just going to say because he's pretty emotional. And his friend, what's his name?
Rhodes?
Yeah, Rhodes is very much an army by the books kind of guy. And he's like, well... If all these countries say it's not by the books, we shouldn't do it.
It's just one of the main problems I have with it. It seemed like almost every character is literally going against what they established they were going to do at the end of the last movie they were in. Like, Ant-Man said he was going to stop, like, living outside the law so he could be there for his daughter. Then he immediately goes out and does something
if Captain America came and even asked you to commit some law...
I get that, but at least be a little conflicted about it, At least think about it. Like, and he also, in the process, kind of screws over Hank and Janet. Like... And also, like, Hawkeye just retired, and then he immediately comes back. Again, no conversation, no thinking about it or anything.
I think
Wanda completely ignores what happened to her brother.
Well, that's
it's just like...
Remember Hawkeye
at the end of Avengers 2, Hawkeye retired. And then in Civil War, I remember in Civil War, I was like, oh, how are they going to get him to come back? He's just back.
Well, it's to be fair, he probably does feel like he owes Wanda because of her brother. And yet, I agree with you, not mentioning anything with her brother was a bit of a slip up, but I think it's because they didn't want to make it too much of her story at all.
What's going on already?
Yeah.
I feel one of the main problems is they rushed into Civil War. They should have done that movie a little later, in my opinion. Yeah, you need more time to establish these characters so that we get their motivations more when they start fighting. Also, it would have been better with more characters to fight. It felt more like backyard brawl unrest rather than Civil War.
Civil unrest. Civil War was an Avengers movie disguised as a Captain America movie. I still say it's a Captain America movie because at the end of the day, it was about him and his best friend.
The only part of the story I liked was the final confrontation with Cap, Bucky, and Iron Man, because that was the one part where I was like, actually, I understand the motivations here.
Yeah, if they had made it more about that, and less
it felt like more of a threat. Up until then, it's like when they were fighting at the airport, it's like, do you actually think anyone's in danger?
Well, Rhodes.
But that was by accident. Is the thing. But during that final fight, it's like, oh shit, I actually think someone's in danger.
Yeah, being serious.
Tony was trying to kill him.
An issue I had with Civil War was during the fight at the airport, for example, there's too many funny one-liners when they were fighting. I was like, you're totally like you're bringing down the seriousness and the stakes.
I have such mixed feelings about it because you're totally right, but at the same time, those one-liners are so funny.
Yeah.
I love that. Anyone on our team have any hidden powers they want to suddenly bring out?
See, here's the thing. I like that partly because there's Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's all about his.
No, I didn't mind Spider-Man. Spider-Man
like
was
that part when
it was everyone else.
When Winter Soldier goes to punch him, and he's like, "You have a metal arm? That's so cool!" And he's just like stopping, and he's like, "What the?"
Well,
heck?
yeah, because
Spider-Man is a public menace. He's beating up war veterans.
Well, yeah, Spider-Man also.
I'm with JJJ.
Well, at that point, he was a criminal.
I know. I'm just joking.
Spider-Man also was just like helping out Tony Stark. He was like, "Oh, I'll just fight with them. What's going on?"
Well, remember,
so, like,
do you not remember why he was doing it?
No.
Because he found out he was Spider-Man, and he's like, "I'll tell your aunt if you don't help me." And he's like, "I can't let my aunt know."
Sure, but I just mean like he was doing Tony Stark told him to come, so he came. He didn't really know what was going on with the fighting, so it made more sense that he was just goofing around, telling jokes, also because he's Spider-Man. Whereas everyone else, like the stakes are so high, and then they're throwing
Spider-Man was kind of a
one-liners.
fanboy, just hanging out with his,
which I liked.
icons,
I liked
which
that.
is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, usually with Marvel, they know when to insert the jokes. I just feel like with Civil War, they put too many in weird spots.
The thing is, Civil War is supposed to be
it.
a way more mature story, and it wasn't handled that way. But anyway, we're back to Wanda.
Okay, yeah, we keep going off track. I mean, we
are talking about Marvel. So.
Yeah,
And that does connect to this.
Talk about with WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision. I think we've wrapped everything up because it's only
Is there
30
anything
minutes.
left to say? Yeah, we watched like 40 minutes of show and 20 minutes of
We had
credits.
fun, but we're not. Yeah, we had fun, but we're annoyed that there isn't like they haven't started pushing the actual story yet.
They're just coming off of Star Wars Mandalorian, so Disney Plus has like high stakes or high bar.
Oh yeah,
so
I just realized they like
hard.
started airing this so shortly after they finished Mandalorian because they're like, please stay, please keep paying us.
I mean, in the next few months, we'll get
Loki.
Loki. Loki first.
Yeah.
I do
So-
like that Disney Plus is adding a lot of Fox shows. I don't like removing episodes from certain shows, and I'm not going to get too far into that, but I'm always against that. I'm not a fan of book burning. I think that's horrible.
Yeah, that's
The
a
race
yeah.
history.
Yeah, like even if you
the
don't
past.
think it's good, it's still there. You shouldn't pretend it doesn't exist.
I don't mind when I kind of prefer it when they just put like a thing at the beginning that says this was at a
exactly,
different
like-
time.
They did that like for several, like I was watching some of their old movies like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and it just says right up front it contains some outdated culture stuff. I think that's the right way to handle it. Like warning, there you go.
Yeah.
You don't have to freaking remove stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just being cowards about what they did.
Yeah, so they're doing that on Netflix, they're doing that on Hulu, and they're doing it on Disney Plus, and it's really pissing me off.
Censorship, fun topic.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's self-censored.
But I'm not going to
I
get
know.
too far into it. Like, that's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, that's a discussion that we could have, about ethics. And...
Overall, I am glad that Disney Plus is adding a lot of Fox
Yeah, I'm glad they're
stuff.
adding
It's
more shows, and
expanding
we have-
the value of the website.
Yeah, I'm really excited when we start getting like every month we get a Marvel show, and then we get a Star Wars show, and then we get like some sort of Pixar or Disney thing. And,
This is the right way to get people to stick around.
that's what that's what I'm
honestly.
looking forward to. Like just every month we get a new thing.
You know, give people quality. Make them happy, they make you happy. It's a symbiotic relationship. EA. Anyway, yeah. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, it is a symbiotic relationship. They feed off of your soul when you die.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's all that happens.
But you die with a smile on your face, like Wanda and Vision right now.
Everything's great. Suddenly I'm pregnant somehow, and you know you're a robot. and I
Wait,
can't-
Wanda, something's going. Nope.
Literally.
Yeah, they rewound it when after she saw the beekeeper.
Yeah, she literally just says no.
Yeah.
And that was interesting.
That
We'll see
was-
what's going on.
And
I'm
that's why I
intrigued.
want more now.
Yeah.
So that was smart of them to actually do 2 episodes, because if it was just the first episode, I'd been like, I don't
Like
really care.
really what's going on. At least they did something more the second one. But yeah, I like the format of the 30-minute show too, though, because it's different from all the other like hour-long serious shows.
I'm hoping we didn't miss
Something at the end.
I don't think there were any.
So.
You know, honestly, with with like a new show every couple of months, and technically since the episodes go week by week, this is starting to feel kind of like a TV channel.
Yeah.
Which I like.
I mean,
it's a good replacement for TV. It's $7 as opposed to how much does cable cost?
I mean,
Yeah.
you say that like they're not going to raise it in the next few years.
They're not that much.
Why you gotta ruin my happiness?
Well, I'm just being realistic. Eventually, Disney will be like, can we get $12 a month, please?
Right. Eventually.
Maybe not.
Probably raise it a couple.
So eventually I'm going to have to stop using Disney Plus.
I'll still use it because I
I'll use yours, you use my Netflix, we'll all fucking buy one thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Good show. So far.
Yeah, that was
really
good.
Not great.
So let us know what you guys thought about it in the chat. I will also go to the Discord if you can. That would be a good idea.
Has anybody been asking any myth stuff?
No, yeah. People, go ask some myths.
Yeah, because I do check it every now and then. I haven't checked it in a while because it was just empty for so long.
I actually have an idea that I forgot to tell you. Remind me to, after we're done with this, to talk to you about that.
Okay.
To get more people to go on there if you want them to talk to you. But anyways, I hope you had a good time with us in the stream. I know this is kind of short. It was a little under an hour, but that's because we're just talking about 2 episodes of a show. Yeah, and at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, less than 2 hours from now, I'm doing a live chat on my YouTube channel. So
if you have questions there,
if you got anything you want to ask me, I'm over there. Yeah, and we hope you had fun. If you haven't watched the episodes, we don't recommend watching them yet if you're not into sitcoms. If you want to know what's happening in the story, wait till all the episodes are out, if you're here for the mystery, wait for it to pile up. If you don't like sitcoms, I think you're gonna have a hard time with the show. If you love sitcoms, check it out. I think you'll have fun. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I agree. Well, sorry that you can't go to Discord, Kodiak Cheeto, but maybe someday. That sucks. You can put it on. But you're welcome. I'm not allowed to have social media except this and YouTube. Oh well, I'm sorry to hear that, but then in that case, you're welcome to come on. Well, you're welcome to be here, and you're welcome to ask stuff on YouTube. So at least that works. Yeah. Anytime you have a question for him about mythology stuff or just about his card game he's making, you can always just ask me when I'm streaming, and I'll try to. Yeah, he can pass it along to me, or you can ask on Wednesdays when I'm here, and I'll answer it right there. But in a couple hours, an hour and a half. Or you can just comment on my latest YouTube vid, whatever your question is, and it's more likely I'll see it that way. He's literally going to have a Q&A on his channel, TheMythologyGuy. Yeah. That's where you can I'm just saying in general, if you want to ask me a question, if I'm not doing a live stream during the day, then just comment it on my newest YouTube. I say newest because I'm more likely to see those comments. Yeah. And if I see it, I'll try to answer. I say if I see it, because YouTube notifications are weird. Sometimes they don't show me all my comments, and I don't get why. So I have to go to my newest videos and literally go through every comment to try to find new ones. And I do that because I love you guys, and I don't want to miss anything. But I can't go through all 400 videos, unfortunately. So please, just if you have something you want to know, comment on the newest thing. All right, well, so that's been our discussion of WandaVision's episodes 1 and 2. We recommend waiting till more episodes come out before you guys watch it, because it was just kind of so far, but we'll keep watching every week and give you updates. If episode 3 ends up being really good and we completely change our minds, remember this moment that I said that. And if it's horrible or just kind of again, then remember this moment again. Claire, either way, remember this moment. This has been Claire, the Mythology Guy, and me, Zagard. We hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Hey everyone, Zagard here. I hope you liked this review of WandaVision. If you have any thoughts or theories about the show, please let us know down in the comments. If you want to see our other streams or live discussions, you can go to my Twitch channel down in the description. We will be doing these live discussions every Friday around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope you like and subscribe, it would really help out, and I will see you in the next one.